This news update is brought to you by
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Thursday, July the 10th, 2014. A warm welcome to you. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. The Bar Association is threatening to take the government to court over the controversial municipal solid waste tax. The association is objecting to what it says is an informal notification policy decision taken by the Barbados Revenue Authority to link the land tax and the municipal tax. Bar President Tariq Khan says such a position has no legal ground. As a result, the lawyers' bargaining agent in a letter gave the authority a July 20th deadline to respond to its concerns. They say failure to respond will see the matter being taken before the Supreme Court. Now, meanwhile, opposition leader Mayor Motley is warning the Frondale Stewart administration that it could end up losing more money than it makes from the collection of the so-called garbage tax. It is being stipulated that property owners must pay the municipal tax in full before they can be issued with a land tax certificate. But Motley says the end result of this policy could be the loss of 10% of the expected revenue to the Treasury. And there are more calls for financial ease. This time it's coming from students attending the University of the West Indies at Cayfield campus who are now seeking a meeting with Finance Minister Chris Sinclair on the issue. According to the Guild president, Damani Parris, commercial banks have been refusing to approve loans for students due to a lack of security. Parris says the matter is of serious concern as it could see students failing to meet the entrance requirement for September.
We are still a student body in crisis, with the statistics suggesting that we will likely lose at least half of our student body in the upcoming year. Most students are still unsure as to how they will cover the cost of tuition in the next year. We are still sure that very few students, 12.4% to be exact, know exactly how they're going to source funding for the upcoming semester. And the uncertainty has not decreased, despite valiant efforts from the University of the West Indies through the hosting of financial fairs, etc. In
other news, two teenagers will reappear in the Oistins Magistrates Court tomorrow morning for a pre-sentencing report. This after two 17-year-old Jed Taylor and 16-year-old Tyler Coombs pleaded guilty to a joint charge of causing a nuisance by setting fire to grassland in Chancery Lane, Christchurch on April the 9th. They appeared in court this morning where the police prosecution successfully applied to have the original indictable charge reduced to a summary matter, therefore permitting them to plead. Meanwhile, the police are seeking the public's assistance in locating an 11-year-old boy. He is Akel Ryan Hayward of 2nd Avenue, New Orleans, St. Michael. He was last seen about 20 minutes to 10 last night at Kensington Lodge wearing a grey shirt and a black short pants. Akel is about 4 feet 3 inches tall, of medium build, has a brown complexion. He has black hair, thick eyebrows, a protruding forehead, and small nose and mouth. Anyone with information about his whereabouts is being asked to contact the emergency number 211, that's 211, or the nearest police station. In sports now, after 23 years, Ronald Suki King has lost the World's Go As You Please Draughts title. Trailing 1-2 with 4 games remaining against Italian challenger Sergio Scarpetta, King failed to appear for the final round of 4 games today. The referee invoked the international rule of starting the clock and in King's absence awarded 2 games to Scarpetta, handing him the win and the new GAYP World Champion by a margin of 4-1 in wins and 17 draws.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
To news from the region now, an island-wide water emergency schedule has been imposed in St. Lucia amidst worsening conditions. Previously, only the north of the island was on a ration system. Managing Director of the Water and Sewerage Company, Vincent Hippolyte, says there is not enough of the precious commodity to meet the demands of consumers. As a result, he says, communities will experience periodic water outages until the situation improves. And finally, on the international scene, head of FIFA Partner Match Hospitality, Ray Whelan, is now considered a fugitive from justice. According to Brazilian police, Whelan fled the country to escape arrest over alleged illegal World Cup ticket sales. Earlier today, a judge accepted an indictment for the British national and 11 others who are believed to be part of an international gang. It is believed that the gang has been running the racket for 4 World Cups. And on that note, we come to the end of our 6 p.m. update. But we will be back tomorrow at 7 in the morning. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper or like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a great evening.
This news update is brought to you by